Let me say this clearly. You do not have to quit your job. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about why you should not quit your job, and you don't have to do it when you're building this eventual exit plan that you're going to have for you and yourself. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. My name is King Jerome, and on this channel, I coach you guys on how you can create a life for yourself on your own terms without having to depend 100% on anybody else but yourself. So in the last couple weeks in the videos I've been making before, we've kind of been building on this whole concept on how depending solely on a job is a huge mistake and why, and the reason why a lot of people end up feeling stuck and things like that. But in this video, I just want to be very clear, like I said in the very beginning, is that you do not need to quit your job. As a matter of fact, you should not quit your job, especially if you got people depending on you, kids, your spouse, family members. Do not quit your job, because that is extremely reckless. What you want to do is having the awareness that you need to start building something. Building something part-time. This will be like a new part-time job for you. If you work an 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever, either you wake up early in the morning and start grinding, learning the skills that you need to have in order to be successful at it, whatever it is that you want to do, or you do it when you get off of work, late at night, when everybody's starting to go back to bed. This is your time to start grinding and working towards what you are looking to do. Eventually, once your skills start to get better, right? Because you're becoming the person whom whatever it is that you're looking to do it's gonna work for you as that person, and you're gonna start seeing the results. So that's where you gotta start. Now, the crazy thing is, we gotta go back and, talk about the skills that you already have, because whatever job it is that you work right now, or jobs that you've done in the past, whether you've done it for free for some people, maybe help a neighbor, maybe help a friend, you have some serious skills that you can monetize. And all you got to do is start really refining the skills, getting better at it. Maybe not even getting better at it. You might be already as good as it gets when it comes to it. But maybe you might have to get better at finding people who you could do this work for. Because it may not be a thing I was like, oh, I could just talk to so-and-so if they want the service. Yeah, you could. But word of mouth, or you telling somebody physically, it can only go so far. Whether that's you saying it in person, over messages, over Facebook, whatever, you doing it one-on-one, it takes time to do that. It's another skill to start being able to attract people in droves. You have the skills, but you got to keep learning the next skill that you need. That is the missing piece to the puzzle of growing your new business and making it work. One of the best things you could do, and what I've always been coached as, or told in coaching scenarios, is you got to go with but you need to come up with the most viable offer, meaning you got to get something, maybe like a prototype or something, that you can hit the ground running right now. And once you got that going, you can start adding stuff in there based on the feedback that you get from the people you're doing work for. For example, let's say you want to start a pressure washing business. Maybe you've done it a couple summers, whether you're in college or you've just done it on the side, helping some family members, or once in a while doing a little side gigs. But maybe you want to do this on your own. Something that you can start with. Maybe you won't have the entire company with, right? Maybe you won't have all the fancy equipment. But if you have the very basic things that you need, maybe it's a little portable pressure washer, and you got a pickup truck or some vehicle you can bring it with. You start working on some customers, your first couple customers, with the goal of maybe a lower price and reviews. Because word of mouth from other people is so much more effective when it's other people raving about your service rather than you telling people about your service. You master that. You get really good, and you deliver. You over-deliver to these people. You gather that feedback. What are some things that you could have done better? What are the things that you need to improve of? From there, you start adding onto your stuff. Okay, so maybe now you got to upgrade to maybe a bigger machine, or maybe you got to get some new attachments for the type of homes or vehicles that you're working on. And then you keep expanding from there because you're getting this feedback from live customers or clients. That is what your goal is. You know what you're good at. Maybe you don't know what you're good at. You got to find what you enjoy doing. And then from there, you find something that you can hit the ground running with today, bare bones, but can make you money today. And then from there, you start adding on and adding on and adding on. So I hope that helps you. I hope you sit and think about it. Maybe take a notepad out, start writing things down of all the things that you can possibly do, because I can guarantee you it's a lot. You may not think so, but once you start writing, you're going to start to see it. Have a good one, guys.